Fred and I have had this running joke for years. Whenever we would think about something particularly outlandish to do on a Sunday morning, and then we'd shake our head, and then one of us would say, let's do that on our last Sunday. As if we tell that crazy joke or do that crazy thing on the last Sunday, well, then if they fire us, it won't matter, right? And for the life of me, I cannot think of a single one of those crazy jokes or crazy things.
And it's not my last.
And it's not your last Sunday, so I'm not going to reel him in. It is not. So 9 years ago, early on a Saturday morning, this very month, Brian and I drove up in a rental car, parked right out front, because I was coming in to interview with the board of directors for the senior minister position of Unity Church of Overland Park. I had no small amount of angst that day, not over the things you would think. The angst was all about what I was supposed to wear. I mean, it was Saturday, and they'd said casual, but really, do you show up for a job interview casual? Do you wear jeans? I don't think so. But if I show up in a suit, are they going to think I'm too stiff and formal? What to do? What is a girl to do, right? So I packed 2 outfits so I could delay the decision as long as possible. I just have to say, if I had back every moment I've ever spent wondering what to wear to an event, I'd add years to my life. Years to my life. Do any of you understand that? It's so the truth. So I know you really care, but I opted for casual and was collecting my files and my purse. And right as I step out of the car, my heel catches and I trip. But, I right myself and I, look around and decide not to be embarrassed about it. And then I look up and I see that the whole board is there. They have all gathered out of courtesy to greet me. And they've all seen the stumble, and they're all trying not to laugh. Isn't it true? It's true. Brenda knows. It's the truth. Yes. Oh, my gosh. But you know what? They hired me anyway, and thus began a 9-year love affair. And here's what I've learned. It's just all about the love. It's all about the love. Last Wednesday, I was in my final leadership team meeting of my used-to-be direct reports, but now they report to everybody else, but used to be my direct reports, and we get together once a month, and it was my turn to take notes. At the end of the meeting, everybody else had gone, and I was staying there on the laptop cleaning up the notes. And I realized it was my last meeting, possibly my last time in that room, and in our staff meeting room, it's just beautiful. We have a whole wall of planning that has a list of every activity for every month of the year. And then we have another wall that has every single Sunday service for the next 12 months for planning purposes. And then there's another wall with our mission, our vision, our values, and I was just looking around at them all and just, savoring the sweetness of it. And these words came to me. It's really all about the love. And they kept coming to me as I was trying to finish the minutes. So when I finally finished the minutes and closed up the laptop, I went up to the marker board and I just wrote them on the marker board. It's really all about the love. I didn't know who would see it. I was just guided to do that. So then Friday, I'm at home, I'm writing my Sunday lesson. I've had it in my head for months. I knew what I wanted to say, wrote the Sunday lesson. Go to the Mumford & Sons concert Friday night. It was really awesome. And there I am in the midst of that great music, and the words come back. It's really all about the love. I woke up Saturday morning. The words are still playing in my head. Patricia, it's really all about the love. And so I came here on Saturday. Sat right there where the McCartys are sitting. That's my meditation pew when I'm here by myself. Sat right there and wrote a new lesson because I realized what I'm supposed to speak about today is the love. This has been a journey of love, and it's love that has made this community what it is. And so I'm going to speak to you today about some of the things I've learned about love. And the first thing that I know about love I learned from A Course in Miracles. And it says that no matter the moment, every person in front of you is coming from one of two places. They're either expressing love or they're calling for love. And here's what I know about that. Sometimes, most of the time, the expression of love is imperfect, and most of the time, the call for love is quite sloppy. But it has been so reassuring to me as I've encountered difficult situations. I just know that the person in front of me, and you can tell the ones that are calling for love, right? I mean, you know the ones that are expressing love, so everybody else is calling for love. And to know that brings out a whole new level of love in me. And so that's the first thing that I know about love. Now, the second thing I know about love is that if you want to have more love in your life, it starts by loving yourself. It starts by loving yourself. And it's this amazing domino sequence that happens. Because when you get it that you love yourself, then you are more able to love others because you've got more real love to give. And when you reach out to love others, they then feel free to love you back, and you have more love with which to love yourself. And you can step into this cycle anywhere that you want to. You know how I know that this is true? From firsthand experience. Because when I finally got on the stick to do the work, to learn to love myself, I fell in love with my husband all over again. He became the most amazing man. I don't think he changed, but my capacity to love him expanded exponentially. It's really all about the love. It's really all about the love. When you set your intention to love yourself, all of a sudden you can love others too. It's amazing. And somebody told me this week, they said, Patricia, you've taught me how to love myself. And here's the thing, I'm still getting that message, but we teach what we most need to learn, and I have learned that over and over, every single Sunday here. Whatever it is that I've pretended to teach you, that message was always for me. It was always for me. That's how it is that we love each other in this community. And there's been lots of love. You've really loved me through these 9 years, and even though I hope you'll forgive me because I'm going to say some of the same things that Brian did. I didn't see his script until he spoke it today. I want to start by acknowledging the boards of directors who have loved me during these 9 years. Each and every person on every board on which I've served has been a model leader, guided by spirit and a giver and receiver of abundant love. And the board presidents I've gotten to work with, man, that is a cherished relationship. The partnership between a board president and a minister is so tight and so important. And so I just want to take a moment to invite you to help me acknowledge anyone who has ever served on a board here, even before I got here. If you've ever served on a board at this community, would you stand? Because we want to honor you. All the board members. All of them. Wow. And your current board has been divinely appointed, and let me tell you, you are in good hands as you move through the days and weeks and months ahead. There's another group that I want to acknowledge. You see, we all have our biological family, people with whom we share biological DNA. But I've been privileged also to have a family of the heart. And my family of the heart are the staff members here at Unity Church of Overland Park. These guys, I tell you, they have loved me even through my not so graceful attempts to let go of my control issues. They have loved me through my random explosions of song and whistling down the hallway, through my silliness, through my tears. We've loved each other through it all because it is such a privilege to serve you, to walk on this journey of serving a congregation like you. So I'm now going to ask anyone who has ever served as a staff member of this community to stand, because we want to honor you. I want to honor you for all that you mean to us. Every staff member who's ever served. precious. It is so precious. You know, when you know that you're about to step away from something, everything is just brighter with light. Every moment, every final opportunity is so precious, and this is one of those. So I'm grateful to the staff as we have walked together, and they have supported me so beautifully. And then there's all of you. All of you, oh my gosh, how you've loved me. How you've loved me into authenticity. How you've given me fashion advice. I remember early on some of you told me what you thought I should wear. I really appreciated it as one who wonders. I appreciated that. You laugh at my corny jokes, most of which come from Brian. Many of you were there on the infamous New Year's Eve burning bowl service. The one where Greg Coles and I decided that the metal trash cans were not nearly classy enough. You know, they weren't sacred enough. And we bought these beautiful designer urns and placed them on the floor and put the candles inside them so you could drop your little paper inside. Well, the urns themselves, you know, partway through the service kind of started to smoke. They kind of started to get on fire, and so one of the band members had a bottle of water and poured water on the candle wax, which I didn't know was something you weren't supposed to do, and then we really had a situation is what we had. They don't call it burning bowl for nothing. And somebody, I'm not sure who, I think it was Greg, finally had the good sense to come forward and take that particular urn out. And now we're back to the trash cans, and they work just fine. Function is better than beauty sometimes, and that's the truth. Yeah, so you have loved me through this journey. And you have not only invited, but you've insisted on my authenticity. Daggone it. This congregation calls that out. You need to warn your candidates. There's no bluffing allowed. This congregation will call out the authenticity. Be sure to tell them that. The other thing that I've learned about love, and some of you are going to say that this is not very unity. Love hurts. Not all the time, but love hurts when you love deeply. And your kid goes off to college, it hurts. It's all good, I know, but it still hurts. It hurts when your friend moves away. When you love deeply, it hurts. It even hurts when your senior minister decides to retire and didn't even consult you. Love can hurt. People have asked me about my plans. I got none. Seriously. I got none. Brian his favorite response is to say, we've only made one decision, and that's to make no decisions. But we're following our guidance, that force that Brian spoke of. We know that we must. And so we're surrendered to Spirit. Now, many of you have your ideas about what our plans should be, and you have not been bashful about telling me about them. And I hope you'll forgive me, but I really have. As much as I love and honor your wisdom, I've let them go in one ear and out the other. Because you know what? I don't want to know. I do not want to know. Until it's time. And then Spirit will tell us. So, one of the things that a retiring minister does to support her congregation is to step away. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, but the conventional wisdom and experience of church ministry is that the best way that a senior minister can support her congregation is from afar with prayer. And so you won't be seeing me at services or at programs or classes. And even though you're not going to see me, it does not mean for a moment that I've forgotten you. Not for a moment. I love you deeply. I love you deeply. Something else I know about love is that it's the greatest power in the universe. Think for a minute with me, if you will. Is there anything that enough love cannot heal? Really? Anything. Love is so powerful, and you got to hear that from my husband, how the love has healed him, how the love opened his heart, and how it's worked in me and us. One congregant once said, she said, I attended my first Unity service, and I can say without a doubt that it changed my life. I had up to that point never heard that God loved me just as I am, that I was perfect, whole, and complete. I actually cried when I heard those words the first time. My initial excitement about Unity and Unity Church of Overland Park is the message of love. Do you know that we've got a cornerstone over here that was put in when all the renovations were complete in this sanctuary? And here's what it says. It says, Unity Church of Overland Park, a spiritual community that love is building, a spiritual community that love is building, and it's building it through you and you and you. Every time you stuff a backpack for a kid in need, every time you go to our Unity Garden or help to transport the food over to Head Start, or I think back to Haiti and how it was that, oh my gosh, how it was that this community raised $16,000 like that with a benefit concert. How it is that you show your love. Man. And next year is the 40th anniversary of this community. 40 years ago, 2014 in November, that's when a small group of people came together because of the love to create a community here that called all of you. And you are now creating and calling in the next wave of folks, right? 40 in the Bible, 40 is a powerful number. It means a time of completion. A completion of a phase and the beginning of another. Jesus went into the woods to pray for 40 days and 40 nights. The promised land was on the other side of 40 years. It's a metaphorical number, but it's a powerful number. And so I see, know, and feel that a whole other chapter is beginning for us, for you, for the world. It's really all about the love. There's one other thing I know about love. It'll change you if you let it. It'll change you if you let it. There's a beautiful lyric to a song in the show Wicked. And it says that because I know you, I've been changed for good. Because I knew you, I've been changed for good. Because you folks, you are amazing. You are amazing, each and every one of you, and what you do in this world and what you do in your lives and the way that you inspire shift of consciousness in this community. You are amazing.
You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there with every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things.
And so I invite you, if it is comfortable for you, to stand, because it's all about the love. And part of the way that we love one another is to see the possibility in them. And so, gosh, if you feel comfortable, would you turn to somebody near to you and sing to them, "You will do amazing things." Know for them, you will do amazing things.
Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things.
And here's the truth about love. As you allow yourself to take it in, each of you will do amazing things. And so I invite you to sing these words once again, this time placing your hand on your heart and singing the words, "I will do amazing things."
Amazing, amazing, I will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, I will do amazing things.
And you will, you know. Mother Teresa once said that there are no great things, only small things done with great, great love. And here's what I know about you. There is infinite love in this room. There is all the love that you could ever need or want. This community has loved each of you, and you love everyone that comes in. Today, there are people in this room for your very first time. Hey, congratulations to you. You have shown up into a community of love. And we may or may not be your spiritual path. I hope that we are, but we bless you till you find it. And may you always carry with you the fingerprint of love that you have felt today upon your heart. And so I'm going to invite us to sing the words one more time. If it feels comfortable, to take the hand of somebody near to you, and this time to sing it with the words "we," because it's in the collective. It's in the collective as we share our love with this world that we elevate the consciousness for all humankind. So we will do amazing things.
We will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step we take, bless the progress that you make. You're on the right track, no need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. We will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, we will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, we will do amazing things.
You know, it's really all about the love. God bless you.